Hello.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Wolf Den Live, episode 46, the one where I keep tissues in my back pocket because my allergies are flaring up real bad tonight.
Oh no.
I mean, it's usually they've been flaring up
no.
a lot recently because this is a very dusty corner of the basement. So I gotta be prepared.
This is a legit office set that we have. You can't, this is just, it's all smoke and mirrors that this looks like just a regular couch in someone's house.
Yeah.
Yep.
We have a kind of funny budget with a kind of funny set.
Yep. This is a set. This is a legit. Hi everybody. Hi Mid Games. Hi Haymaker. Hi Atten. Hello Gavin. Hello Gilbert. Hello Justin. Justin's hanging out with us. It's 2 a.m. for him.
Nice.
Hey Louie, Alex, Atten, Caloric,
Bobby the OG, Gray Man, Common Boy,
AJ,
Mouthy Merc, giving us a little Simon and Garfunkel in the beginning of the chat.
How are you all doing? Right off the bat, let's go to Fantasy Movie League.
Okay.
Every week we do the Fantasy Movie League. The link is in our description. You can play with us. You just pick movies that you think are going to do well. And it's like fantasy football, but with movies. Mm-hmm. Is this overall? Yeah, this is overall. AJ, number 1. Bobbiance, number 2. Fernando's, number 3. Gavin, number 4. Gray Mander's Silly Movie, number 5. Last week. Let's see who won last week. Gavin won with all... What is this?
Is it Medea again?
It's not Medea.
Ooh.
And Gray Mander... What is this movie? Do you know that poster? I can click on it.
Hacksaw Ridge.
Hacksaw Ridge. Oh, and Bobbiance then. Ryan Burr. What is this? Go away. Oh, that is Hacksaw Ridge.
Yeah.
And AJ.
That's the movie where Andrew Garfield is a soldier who doesn't shoot people. He saves their life.
Also, I noticed you're wearing this shirt.
Yes, I am. Ladies and gentlemen, we have this special shirt that's currently on sale on our TeePublic store. It is a video game reference. You should know what it is.
Yes.
And it is available all throughout November and only November. So
Yes.
act now while supplies last.
And nobody's buying it. We have one sale so far. Also, in the TeePublic store, for some reason, it says that all tees are $14. This one's not. It's $20.
Yeah.
But other shirts in our store are $14, and the link is in our description.
Yeah,
Check it out.
so go buy some shirts. We got some funny things up there.
So, Will, how are you? You said you had allergies?
Yeah, I'll be okay.
Life's a toilet.
It really is. Everything's awful.
Yeah. Starting off, some people might notice we have YouTube alerts now. There are YouTube. Yeah, usually they used to be Twitch alerts. So if somebody followed us on Twitch.
Oh, is that what those little things are in the corner?
Yeah, those.
Oh,
so
wow.
if you subscribe to us, it'll like come up in the corner.
Wow, look at that.
How cool is that? How cool is that?
How cool is that?
Starting off, Super Mario Run has a price.
Yes.
It is $10. That Super Mario Run is Nintendo's mobile game.
Here's the thing. It's free, but to unlock the whole thing, you have to pay $10 for it. The free version, it's pretty much you get to play the 3 different modes that are available, but it's like trial runs of each mode. To unlock the full experience, it's $10. Yes. Now, back when they announced Super Mario Run, I had thought that they might do something like this. Because they said they wanted to make it available for everybody, but they're going to treat it like a premium title. So
you thought it was going to be $10?
I didn't know it was going to be $10, but I thought it was going to be free.
Yeah.
With to unlock
that's
everything.
With the mobile game, that's the way to go. You
Yeah.
do free, and then if they like it, they can pay.
Yeah. I think this is a good strategy. The price, on the other hand, that's where we fall into some iffy waters here.
It's a lot.
Yeah, especially for a mobile game. I mean, Deus Ex Go launched at like, I think $5, but I didn't buy it until yesterday when it was 99 cents. So,
well, I forgot who, but there's this mobile game like analyst company or whatever. They said this is pretty much what we expected, because Nintendo prices their stuff at a premium.
Yeah.
They don't really. They don't. they don't price their consoles at a premium.
They don't price their consoles at a premium.
They price their IP at a premium.
Their games rarely, if ever, go on sale.
Yes.
And like when they'll launch at like $60 and stay that way for a very long time.
Yes. Believe it or not, games on the App Store average at about $5, I think.
Yeah.
Which is insane to think about, because
Yeah.
most of the games I get are like $1 or $2.
Yeah.
But on average, they're $4.99.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
I think that's like skewed a little bit because there are some games on there, in particular the Final Fantasy re-releases. Those are $15 to $20.
Right.
Which is insane on a multitude of levels if you think about
I
it.
think Minecraft is like $8.
Yeah.
Sometimes it goes on sale for $4 or $5. But yeah, I think it better be a damn good game. I think they better have a lot in this, and it better last for a very long time, because $10 is a lot. And you got to think, like, a lot of parents are going to be buying this for their kids.
Mm-hmm.
But we saw Pokemon. We saw what happened with Pokemon.
Yeah, everybody got it.
That wasn't Nintendo, and that wasn't it wasn't paid, like, right off the bat. I mean, this isn't paid right off the bat, but eventually you're gonna have to pay.
Right.
Pokemon made so much money from in-app purchases and stuff, so it's a little weird because this is gonna deter kids from getting it. Because imagine you have a kid and he comes to you and he's like, I already downloaded this game, but now I want to buy something in the game.
Right.
It's like, whoa, hold on a second.
Yeah, I mean, it's weird to think about because, like, $10 for a mobile game is pretty pricey. Meanwhile, $10 for a console game, that's a steal.
Yeah.
You know, it's a very weird, dichotomy that there is between the mobile market and mainstream gaming. Because if this was put on the Wii U or the Switch, $10 for a Mario game, that's a bargain. But because it's going to be on the phone, that's now you got to like weigh the pros and cons of it.
Right.
And still no word on when it's coming to Android.
That's true.
Yeah.
I'm so happy I switched.
Yeah.
Just for that. I do want the Pixel.
Oh, yeah.
The Google Pixel is really enticing. And I hate the notifications on this phone.
Oh, yeah.
Freaking stand the notifications on this phone. The camera's good, though. But now I know I can get Super Mario Run, and Android users can't, so...
Yeah. All worth it.
All worth it. Unless it's coming for iPad, then I could just got it on my iPad.
Yeah, iPhone and iPad, December 15th.
I think this game is going to be fantastic.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be very good. They took their time with it. Nintendo doesn't do anything half-assed, despite what you may think. So, yeah, I'm sure when it comes out, it'll be a Game of the Year contender.
Mr. Kayo in the chat says $10 for a runner is no bueno. Plus, it's only iPhone, right? I feel like it is a runner, but I feel like it's gonna be a lot more than that.
Yeah, it's gonna be more than
like
your
a lot
typical
more
runner.
Yeah. Like they're putting a twist on that formula, and hopefully they don't blow it.
Yeah.
Who else here? Hazemaker says Mario costs $10. Goodbye, Cruel World. All right.
I mean, it's weird to say, yeah, but that's the mobile market.
Big Game says also you've got to think when they're on the mobile, they're reaching a larger market, so it's easier to get more money from just $1.99. I mean, that's true. Like, I don't know, because like downloads matter on mobile.
Yeah.
So I guess they're gonna get all of those downloads from the free version.
Yeah. No, everybody's gonna download this game. There's no question about it.
But that $10.
That $10 is
steep,
Then again, I mean, how many people pay like $10 for like in microtransactions for like, games like Candy Crush where, you buy $10 worth of coins to use in your...
I think they're going to make an insane amount of money. But I don't know if it's going to be like Pokemon Go levels of everybody's going to download it,
Yeah.
I was previously thinking that it was going to be Pokemon Go levels of everybody's downloading this game. But if it's if it was $1 or $2, I could see that. $10, it's not going to reach Pokemon Go levels. But it'll make a lot of money.
Oh yeah, no, it'll be very successful. It's just the level of success right now that's in question.
Yeah, I think they'll have the money. It's just not going to reach as wide of an audience as it could have if it was $2.
Yeah.
Yes. Moving on.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Nintendo. Their launch titles for Nintendo Switch have leaked. Supposedly. We are going to see Mario and Skyrim at launch. So that Mario game that was in the trailer, that is going to be
That's
a launch title.
As is the unconfirmed Skyrim that was in their trailer.
Yes. That makes me upset that I bought the Skyrim remastered. So I'd much rather play it on this.
Yeah, I feel like that would be much... Well, I don't know. I've never played Skyrim. I don't know how that would be on the go.
And that's the thing. Like, everybody's like, I don't know if this game will be good on Go. I mean, I don't want to play this on the Go. I want to play it on a console. As long as the controller's the same, I don't care what the hell, where the hell I'm playing it. You know? I'll play friggin' Mass Effect on this stupid little thing. I don't care. I'm not going to play Mass Effect. I don't know why I picked that. Splatoon pack-in. What is that?
Really?
What does that mean?
It means...
Splatoon.
I'm assuming that means it's going to be a packing game.
We have also heard that the current... This is from Let's Play Videogames.com, so I would take this with a grain of salt. We have also heard that the current plan is for the more expensive Switch SKU. That's right, there's going to be 2 SKUs.
Right, of course, as there always are.
To come bundled with a new version of Splatoon. A big part of the push for this will be a 1v1 mode where 2 players on separate Switches can fight over a map, switching their weapon of choice at mid-game. At will mid-game. Nintendo expects the short match nature of Splatoon to translate well to handheld multiplayer, in that players need only commit a few minutes for a full multiplayer match.
That's cool that they're going to bundle in Splatoon, because like that was a really big success for them on the Wii U. And so it looks like they're really getting behind it as a franchise. And they're not bundling it with some multiplayer, mini game compilation like they did the last 2 consoles.
Right.
They're giving you like a real game.
It needs to... Splatoon needs to reach a wider audience because Splatoon's a great game and not enough people played it. I think it's awesome to encourage 1v1 multiplayer because like if we both get Switches and we're like out somewhere, you know, like waiting in line for a movie or something, both break out Switches and we can play versus each other.
Instead of watching the movie.
Yeah. Okay. I think that's awesome. And you can expect if you have a Switch, you're going to have Splatoon.
Yeah.
You know, 9 times out of 10. Because it's going to come with the more expensive
Does it say what the difference between the 2 SKUs of the Switch are? Because, obviously there'll be one lower price and one higher price. That usually means that the hard drive is different.
It doesn't say in this article. It's all rumors.
Right.
The only thing this says is that it comes bundled with Splatoon. I would assume that it comes with a bigger storage.
Because what's the Wii U right now, max? 32 gigs?
Yeah.
You cannot have...
The regular one's 8.
Yeah, you cannot have anywhere near that size for games like
you need
Skyrim.
To have a much bigger storage. I think it's SD storage. Isn't it rumored to be SD storage?
It's rumored to be SD storage, yeah.
Just like the 3DS.
How big do iPhones get? That's like 250 something, right?
I have no idea. I thought it was 128.
No, I think it's now like 250 something gigs.
I guess so.
So let's say it is 256 gigs. Like
it's totally not going to be 256 gigs.
But like at this point, you need that. Like how can you have a gaming system with console quality graphics with anything less than that?
This is Nintendo. Like you're not going to be installing everything onto the system.
Well, I mean, they do have a digital market. You can download games from the Nintendo eShop onto your system. So they need... Skyrim's a 50 gig game, I'm assuming. So, like, you need space for that.
I mean, Skyrim Remaster is a 50 gig game, not the old Skyrim. I'm telling you right now, this is not the remastered Skyrim. I don't care what anybody says. This is regular old Skyrim with like little tweaks here and there. It's not going to look at all like the Skyrim that we have on PlayStation 4.
If it's Skyrim and it doesn't come with like all the DLC that came with, which could add up to...
I think it
will.
It
has to be 50 gigs because I think the PS3 version of the game filled a whole Blu-ray disc. And the Xbox 360 version came on multiple DVDs.
But did you install it to the PlayStation 3?
Probably. You have to install most games to the PlayStation 3.
Yeah, but not all 50 gigs like you do now.
Well, not like now,
Yeah, it'll be a couple gigs, but you're not downloading the whole thing onto the hard drive. That's not how the Switch is going to work.
I mean, that's not how Nintendo has worked in the past. I'm saying though, because you can now download games from the eShop. You're downloading the whole game.
That's true. I mean, if you're strictly digital, then that's going to be a problem.
Yeah,
for sure. If you're buying the physical little cartridge, I think you'll be fine because you're not going to be. It's not going to. You'll download probably some assets, but not a lot. I think the only game that I played on my 3DS that maybe actually download assets was Pokemon X.
Really?
Weirdly enough, yeah. AJ says Switch might be 128 gigabytes, SD included. Interesting.
That's okay. I mean,
I would think that too. I think that's a safe bet. Yeah. Oh, also forgot to mention the biggest part that everybody's freaking out about. No Zelda at launch.
That is interesting because when is Zelda Breath of the Wild supposed to come out?
March.
Okay.
That's now it's not supposed to come out in March. It's being pushed to the summer.
Jeez,
the whole game.
I know. Coming out.
And that was a big, like everybody thought that was the draw to the Switch was Zelda. Everybody wants Zelda on this thing.
I would like to thank everybody in the comments for correcting me that the 360 version of Skyrim only came on one DVD.
360 version, that's not even a Blu-ray.
Yeah.
It's just a dual layer DVD. Only one DVD?
That's what they're saying. I mean, they would know better than we would.
What was I saying? Oh, so this Mario game.
Yeah.
People are saying that it's going to be
Galaxy style, right?
No. Well, open world.
Yeah, because I've heard
open hub. It's going to be like
Mario 64.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Because like Mario 64, Sunshine, and Galaxy, those all follow the same like open world template, as opposed to New Super Mario Brothers and Super Mario 3D World, which are more linear based.
Yes. Yeah. New Super Mario World and 3D World or whatever the hell. All those games follow the original formula of here's a map. You go to World 1 and then you play it. It's like level based.
Yeah.
Mario 64, you go to the hub world, which is the castle, and you jump into the paintings, and then that's how you play that world. And you get the stars.
All those levels were more like opens because you can tackle multiple objectives at once.
Yeah.
You can work on one thing but then switch to another. And there wasn't really start to finish. You just were dropped in this place and you had different things.
Yeah, you unlock levels.
Which
stuff.
I'll be honest, I sort of prefer. Like I miss that style of Mario game. I'm a little upset we never got one of those on the Wii U. So I'm happy to see that come back.
I like that structure in a Mario game.
Yeah.
I also like the level-based system.
Yeah, no,
it forces you to
like
play the game the way they want you to.
Yeah, I like it too. But there's just something about like the big openness of those 3D Mario games.
I just hope I'm not exploring too much. Just give me the mission. I'll do it.
They've usually been very good at things like that.
So Nintendo usually doesn't launch a console with a Mario game.
They haven't since Mario 64.
Mario 64 was launched now?
Yeah, that was a launch title.
I didn't know that.
There were two launch titles from the Nintendo 64, Mario 64 and Pilot Wing 64.
Oh, well, there you go. A little knowledge for you.
Yeah.
Sunshine wasn't.
No, that was, I think, a few months later.
I
think it was like half a year later.
There was no Mario launch title for the Super Nintendo, right?
Mario World.
Super Mario World
It came
was
packaged with Mario World.
All right, well, there you go. Shows how much I know.
Yeah. Game Boy, I think, launched with Super Mario Land, but it wasn't packaged with Super Mario Land. It was packaged with Tetris.
Right. Game Boy Advance didn't have one.
God, it had the remake of Super Mario 2.
That doesn't count as a remake.
The Game Boy Advance didn't get an original Mario game. It just got ports of all the older Mario games.
All right. So last one to do it was what now?
The
64.
All the DS had a port of Mario 64.
So okay, so 2-time Mario 64. Yeah. Okay. I just hope they're not rushing out no Mario game.
I don't think they are. I mean, it's Mario we're talking about here. That they take that very seriously.
And people say that Mario has a bigger reach than Zelda too.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
maybe this would be better as a launch title.
Mm-hmm.
And we won't know until January, which isn't that too far away anymore.
AG just said they launched Wii U with a Mario game. That's true. With New Super Mario Brothers U. They did.
God, I don't know what the hell I'm talking
You
about.
really don't. Wow.
I thought that I didn't think they launched with Mario games too much.
You are bad at this.
I'm bad at this. I'm very bad at this. You sure Super Nintendo launched with Super Mario World?
If I'm lying, I will quit the show right now.
November 21st, 1990.
Really? You Google them separately?
Yeah, Google them separately. I'm looking at the Wikipedias. That's where I go. It says it came out after. No, release date. Yes, they were packaged together, or they came out together. Whatever.
Yeah. In North America, I know they were packaged together.
Well, in Japan, they came out on the same day. So,
well, that's different. That's the Super Famicom.
Alex says Nintendo never announced that Breath of the Wild would come at March. Yes. Well, actually, I was thinking about that because in my video about when the Nintendo Switch is going to come out, when I was like trying to figure it out, I mentioned that everybody thought that Zelda was coming out in March, and that's the only reason why people thought the Switch was coming out in March.
Right.
I don't remember what hard evidence I had that said why, like Nintendo saying that it was going to come out in March.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that they did.
I think it was just like all this,
because I was looking for that hard evidence.
Yeah, I think it was just a whole lot of rumor that it was going to launch in March because every single rumor we heard about the Switch wound up being true. So now,
So I don't know. I don't remember where that information came from that Breath of the Wild was coming out in March, but that was.
Well, I think that makes the most sense because just in terms of like general thinking, if you're gonna have a new new Zelda game, which is like one of your flagship titles, and you're launching a new system, it would make sense to get the game out early, and then put the system out sometime later, maybe around the holidays. But they're not doing that.
Wait, what? Put the game out?
Put the system out. Put the new system out in time for the holidays. Put the game out earlier so that people will buy the game for the Wii U and to have one last push for the Wii U.
I don't think so. I think.
Well, clearly not.
I think you gotta have the game out for the new console so everybody buys the new console.
Yeah. Oh, Reckon Ralph says the Amiibo had a March release date online.
Ah, that's what I had in my video.
Yeah.
That's not proof because that was that was like the French Nintendo site.
Yeah.
And it was like a mistake. But I did have that in my video.
Right.
Because I remember that news came out around the same time. All right, Will, what do you got for us?
I got a whole bunch of things here. I didn't get a chance to talk about it last week, but Young Justice, the second greatest cartoon based on DC Comics, is coming back. It is getting a third season after much fan begging and pleading. Warner Brothers and DC has confirmed that there will be a third season of Young Justice. This is great. Young Justice was a great cartoon. It only had 2 seasons. It ended on a cliffhanger. There was a lot of unresolved story beats in that series that now we can finally see the end to. I mean, I'm not expecting it to go past another season, but at least now there's one more chance to like wrap everything up. This was a great show. It was everything you want in a comic book adaptation. It took itself seriously, but not so serious where it wasn't afraid to like have fun. The relationships between all the characters was perfect. It had Tim Drake in the second season. That's all I need. Yeah, I'm happy. Everybody on the internet is happy.
Yeah, everybody's freaking out.
Yeah.
I've never seen any of Young Justice at all.
You should.
I've only heard it's great.
One of the really good things I like about it, especially for it was supposed to be a kids show, it had a overarching story. So like one episode would lead into the next, would lead into the next, would lead into the next. It's like watching
Like a Netflix series.
Yeah, Netflix series. Yeah, which is why it did so well on Netflix apparently.
So, what was it originally on?
Cartoon Network.
And then it did well on Netflix. So Netflix was like, "Hey, make a new season."
Well, Netflix didn't say make a new season. Warner Brothers and DC said they're going to make a new season. Where this season is going to air is still a mystery.
Oh, I thought it was Netflix.
No,
it's not.
no,
confirmed?
we don't know what channel it's going to be on. We don't know if it'll be Netflix. We don't know if it'll be some other streaming service. We don't even know if it'll be on TV even.
They should just do Netflix.
They should. I mean, that'll be the easiest thing.
Because that's probably what they probably canceled it, and then it probably did well on Netflix, and they were like, "Yo, we could just do it on Netflix."
There was a big push when it came out on Netflix. Even the creators and the actors from the show were like, binge Young Justice, because if you binge Young Justice enough, we will hopefully get a season 3, and it worked. So I can't wait for that. I'm hoping we get to see more. Because there's a lot, like I'll be honest, I didn't watch all of it because there's a lot of episodes, and this has a really, really deep continuity. And there's like a lot of things that like I don't know, how it turned out. Like Aqualad had a big turn in season 2. Like how did that end, and where do they go from there? Not to spoil the show, but like what happened to Wally West at the end, like that was a big deal.
Is that the cliffhanger?
That's the cliffhanger. So. It's just nice to finally. It's nice when good things happen to good people.
Jason Todd says now if we can only get Spectacular Spider-Man to come back,
that would be awesome. That's a little tricky because that show is owned by Sony, but Marvel owns the TV rights to Spider-Man now. Ooh. So in order for them to do that, they'd have to pay Sony a whole lot of money, and I don't think Marvel wants to do that.
I tried watching that. I couldn't get into it.
Really?
That was the one that had the Kim Possible animation.
Yeah, it was kind of like Kim Possible.
Yeah, I don't know. It was all right.
I liked it. I like the theme song a lot.
Maybe I couldn't get into it because I just can't do. I just have no commitment to TV shows. Mid Games asked, how long has it been since last season of Young Justice was on the air?
I want to say like 2-3 years, I think. I'll look that up. I know. Have you ever heard the story? I might have brought it up on this show before. Paul Dini was on Kevin Smith's podcast a while back, and he pretty much said the reason why they canceled Young Justice is because they found out a lot of girls watch the show, and that's a problem because according to Cartoon Network executives, girls don't buy toys.
God, that's so annoying.
I know.
God, it's so annoying.
That's like the
worst. That's
reason.
The golden audience right there.
Yeah,
having a female audience. That's so important.
The old way of thinking was you want males ages 18 to like 30 because they have disposable income and they can go out and buy merchandise.
Yeah.
Women buy merchandise too.
Yeah. Like,
and the fact that they weren't buying their crappy toys because they were not really
so
good.
Don't sell them toys. Sell them something else.
There was not a good action figure line, and they only released like a handful of figures. Most of them were Robin.
Sell them T-shirts, notebooks, backpacks, dumb stuff.
Kevin Smith kept saying umbrellas. Because that's all I can think of. The last episode of Young Justice aired in March of 2013. So we've been 3 years without Young Justice.
Gilbert says Cartoon Network would rather air Teen Titans Go and Uncle Grandpa than Young Justice.
I don't like either of those cartoons. Teen Titans Go, I'm a little warmer to because they started making like references to deeper DC lore, but it's just not my thing.
Uncle Grandpa's all right. DJ Will says I can't wait for restart of Samurai Jack.
That'll be cool.
Adult Swim. That's gonna be fantastic.
I wonder if it'll tie.
And Wednesday we put up video on demand content.
Yes,
I make a video about video games. He makes a video about comic books.
Mm-hmm.
We got a whole boatload of backlog.
We do.
So watch all 500 videos we have up.
But in the meantime, I want to talk about Inhumans.
Yep.
Now, nobody likes the Inhumans. I know that's a pretty blanket statement, but from everything I can gather, that's true. A while back when Marvel and Fox were going through their public spat, Marvel was doing everything they can to downplay the X-Men, but sell up the Inhumans and treat them like the next mutants.
Because they didn't have
the movie rights to the X-Men. Nobody was buying it. Nobody really cared. And this all sort of came to a head because the Inhumans was supposed to be part of Marvel's Phase 3 of films. But what happened was there was the split between Marvel TV and Marvel Films. Marvel Films, which is run by Kevin Feige, now reports directly to Disney. Marvel TV is owned by the greater Marvel conglomerate, and that reports directly to Ike Perlmutter, Crazy Ike Perlmutter, who was the man who wanted the X-Men downplayed and the Inhumans pushed up. So it became popular conspiracy theory that Kevin Feige didn't want to make an Inhumans movie. Ike Perlmutter did. So what happened after the split, they decided to squeeze in an Ant-Man sequel into Phase 3, Ant-Man and the Wasp. And then the Inhumans movie was indefinitely delayed. So that was taken off the table completely.
the Inhumans movie.
The Inhumans movie is taken off the table completely. If you need me to clarify, don't be afraid to ask. I know it's a bit confusing. However, this week, Marvel has announced that the Inhumans will be a TV series on ABC in 2017.
Oh.
And its first episode is going to debut in IMAX theaters.
In 2017? They're going to pump it out that quickly?
Well, TV has a really fast turnaround time.
So wait. When was it originally coming out? Because it was like the last thing on the docket.
2019.
That was the last thing in their timeline.
What was happening was on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., they were sowing the seeds of the Inhumans. Like, they started to put the Inhumans on the show. Chloe Bennett's character, Daisy, she's an Inhuman. So they were trying to start making the Inhumans a big deal on the show so that by the time the movie came out, everybody knew who the Inhumans were. Then the rift happened, and now Marvel movies don't talk to Marvel TV anymore.
That's not good.
Yeah, that's why Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. has kind of started to suck recently, because they can't touch upon the movies at all.
They gotta just, come on.
Yeah.
Everybody wants, they see these movies and they get really intrigued and they get really into the story, and then they come home and they don't have anything else to watch or listen to, and that's why people buy comics.
Yeah. I get that there's a big logistical nightmare with trying to get this all to work, because movies have to be shot and made well in advance, whereas TV has very fast turnaround times. But there's got to be better planning. There's got to be something here.
There's a lot you could do.
Yeah,
There's a lot
I'm sure there's better ways to handle it, but they were not.
The problem is that movie stars are more expensive.
Right.
That's what the problem is.
that
and they have tighter schedules.
That's true. Yeah. I mean, well, they had Samuel L. Jackson on 5 episodes of season 1.
Yeah,
and the last half of season 1 directly tied into Winter Soldier.
There's totally ways to do it.
Yeah.
It's just,
Yeah, but looks like Crazy Ike Perlmutter is going to have his cake and eat it, because there will be the Inhumans on TV, which is interesting because we're also getting an X-Men TV series called Legion, which is co-produced by Marvel.
It's too much.
Yeah.
Too many TV shows.
There's a lot of TV shows.
I'm never going to watch any of them.
Yeah. I mean, maybe this will be a better fit for the Inhumans. I mean, because let's be real here. Nobody was going to see the Inhumans movie. Maybe a TV series where
Just
we
us.
get a long time to get to know these people over the course of 22 episodes. Maybe that'll be better for them.
Jason Todd says One Piece greater than Inhumans.
I'm sure it is.
Probably never even read an Inhumans anything.
Yeah. I tried. Like Matt Fraction, who's one of the best writers in comics right now, he did an Inhumans series. I tried. Like I could not get into it, and then he quit the book halfway through. So,
Mr. Kayo says should have went to Netflix. Not everything could be on Netflix.
yeah, I'm just happy that the Marvel's TV issues have not affected their Netflix shows. They have been excellent.
Justin says, is the shirt Will's wearing a reference to Super Mario RPG? Super Mario Mushroom Warfare, the racing MMORPG?
Yes.
How did you know? Wow. Okay, I want to quickly go to... you're done with this, right?
Yeah, I'm done.
All right. Let's go to the Game Awards.
Yes.
Game Awards are happening December 1st, I believe.
Yes.
And they just announced all of the nominees today. Jeff Keighley did a little live stream on YouTube Gaming. I didn't watch it, but Polygon did a nice little write-up. So we're going to read the Polygon article as soon as my iPad will connect to the computer. Or, I guess it doesn't really have to. I guess I could just do it right here. Do you have it up? I don't know what's going on here. Everything sucks right now.
Yeah, we need to do something about our internet.
I don't know how we're streaming right now.
Yeah, that might be the reason.
Jason Todd says, "No Man's Sky."
I was just going to read that, yeah.
I'm interested to see if it's even on here.
While we fill time, I don't know if you saw Jeff Keighley said that because of No Man's Sky, he is now going to reevaluate all game trailers that debut during the Game Awards, and he's stressing that there needs to be an emphasis on gameplay, not pre-rendered this or that, or
But that's interesting because they showed the gameplay.
Right.
That was gameplay. It's just that there's not a lot to the gameplay.
He's from what I read, it sounds like it's going to be much stricter.
He's the reason No Man's Sky was as popular as it was.
Yeah.
The hype was there because he went into Hello Games, saw it, and was like, this has to be on the Game Awards.
Mm-hmm.
So Game of the Year nominees for the Game Awards, which is December... It doesn't say. Pretty sure it's December 1st. Nominees for Best Game of the Year: Doom, Inside, Overwatch, Titanfall 2,
Interesting.
and Uncharted 4.
I have played 2 of those games.
No, I played 3. That's surprising. I haven't played a lot of games this year. Titanfall 2 is a surprising one.
Yeah.
Because that kind of flew under the radar for a lot of people.
And it's
already amazing.
It's already now $30 on Amazon.
Yo, get it.
I've only
played like a handful of hours of the single player, but it is so good. It's like they took the first person shooter formula and just turned it on its head. And they just gave it like a little bit of extra. They gave it exactly what it needed.
Yeah.
Like they took the Call of Duty formula and gave it what it needed.
Yeah. Although that being said, I still kind of want to play Infinite Warfare. I'm gonna wait till the price drops because there's no way I'm paying $80 for that and Modern Warfare Remastered.
Yeah, I'm boycotting that for that reason because I just want Modern Warfare Remastered. I don't want all that. And then by the time it's sold on its own, I'm not even gonna want it anymore.
I legit want to play Infinite Warfare. I'm just waiting.
I'm super happy with Titanfall. It's scratching that itch for me.
Yeah.
Best game direction. Well, hold on. Let's go to the Game of the Year: Doom, Inside, Overwatch, Titanfall 2, Uncharted 4. What do you think should win, and what do you think is going to win?
I think Overwatch is going to win.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, honestly, the only 2 I've played is Overwatch and Doom.
You played Overwatch?
Yeah.
How did you play Overwatch?
It was free for a weekend on Xbox Live.
It's actually free this weekend, I think.
Oh, nice. Look at that. Overwatch is a lot of fun.
Overwatch is an amazing game.
Yeah, I'm surprised how much I liked Overwatch. I don't know. I think Overwatch is going to win.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a phenomenon right now.
I think it'll 100% win best multiplayer game.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think maybe Doom might win.
You think?
Yeah. Because Uncharted has already won a million times.
Yeah.
For everything. Overwatch is going to win a lot of things.
Yeah.
Doom.
Inside Might, that got a lot of praise this year.
Because you got to think like it's all games journalists are going to be. They're the committee.
Right.
So I think Doom.
Well, and in that case, it would be Inside, because Doom was popular, but it wasn't like, revolutionarily popular.
I don't know. Everybody thought it was like amazing.
It was very good, as I know, because it spent like 6 months trying to beat.
I don't
the
think
game.
Inside's gonna win.
Probably
Doom or
not.
Overwatch.
Yeah.
Best game direction: Blizzard for Overwatch. DICE for Battlefield 1. Interesting. A lot of people are saying that the single player is amazing.
It is. I'm playing it now. It's very, very good, and I've never liked a Battlefield single player.
id Software, Doom. Naughty Dog, Uncharted. Respawn for Titanfall. I think Blizzard or Naughty Dog.
I think it might go to DICE.
Wow.
Yeah.
That would be an upset.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I'm playing Battlefield 1 right now, and it really is very well done. This might sound like, an insult, but it feels like a History Channel documentary in like all the best ways.
Wow.
One of the cool things that happens is, you remember Call of Duty, like when you die, it has like an inspirational quote.
Mm-hmm.
In this one, when you die, it lists your name and the year you were born to the year you died. And in the first chapter, you play as like 10 different people. So like you're just going, and like you see like all these like young kids.
Is
dying.
Every time you die, do you start as a new person?
Only the first level.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because I think like that was trying to like prove a point.
Yeah.
The first level of the game, not spoiling anything, but like every level.
You play as a dove.
There's one level where you play as a dove, yes. I'm sorry, I'm hijacking this conversation to talk about Battlefield
That's
1.
fine.
But the first level of the game, like every level of the game starts with, just a brief overview of like what's happening. And in the first level, that overview ends with, you are not intended to survive.
Wow.
Yeah.
For best game direction, Titanfall 2, I'd say has some incredible level design. I
Yeah.
played a level last night that was just insane. That
Yeah.
like the whole game was about jumping off the walls and stuff, and like chaining moves together
Yeah.
and like having the action be really fluid and like getting really close to enemies, running away when you need to.
Mm-hmm.
So you're using all points, you're using all of your axes. I played a level last night that was these platforms that were moving around, and you got to jump between them, and they're like doing all these things and like turn upside down and stuff, and it was just, and there were enemies coming at you, and you have to jump on these walls while you're shooting at them and punch them in the face and stuff. It was just so good. Best narrative: Firewatch, Inside, Mafia 3, Oxenfree, Uncharted 4.
I heard Mafia 3's is, despite the game's flaws, its story is up there. Like it's Spec Ops: The Line levels of good, and that's why I bought it.
I don't remember Oxenfree.
That came out early in the year.
Uncharted 4 has a great narrative.
Yeah,
Firewatch.
you're the only person I know who doesn't like that.
I honestly
game.
don't think that the story was that good. It was only a narrative driven game, but
Did you beat it?
I did beat it. It was only like 2 hours.
Oh wow.
I didn't think it was that good. It didn't have a satisfying ending. A lot of people say it doesn't have a satisfying ending. Pretty unanimously, it does not have a satisfying ending. But no, that's up in the air.
I hear Inside does have a satisfying ending, but there's a second ending when like you unlock everything, and like that's like a mind, F of an ending.
Right. Okay. Best art direction: Abzu, Firewatch, Inside, Overwatch, Uncharted 4. I think Overwatch should win. Firewatch is gonna win.
Yeah, I mean, Ollie Moss did.
Ollie Moss did it, and actually, I wouldn't be upset if Ollie Moss won. He kind of deserves it, but if he's not there to, because he doesn't work for them,
Right.
if he's not there to accept the award, that would be messed up.
Yeah.
But best music: Battlefield 1, Doom. Oh, best music / sound design: Battlefield 1, Doom, Inside, Res Infinite, and Thumper.
I've only played Battlefield 1 and Doom, and they both have excellent sound design and music. I might give the edge to Doom because it sounds like what Doom should sound in 2016. It's got great metal music. All the guns sound powerful. All the doors still sound like it did from 1991, but like just updated enough to like work. And that chainsaw.
I haven't played any of them. Best performance. Somebody in Mafia 3, somebody in Firewatch, somebody in Uncharted. Oh, Emily Rose in Uncharted 4, Nolan North Uncharted 4, somebody in Firewatch. There's only like 3 characters in Firewatch.
Yeah, and Troy Baker from Uncharted 4.
So 3 characters from Uncharted 4, 2 from Firewatch, and 1 from Mafia 3.
You know, I've met Emily Rose. She's like this big.
How did you meet her?
She, when I used to work in Port Washington, she was on one of the shows that.
Interesting.
Yeah. So, I know Emily Rose's work because she's Elena. I played the other Uncharted. I know Nolan North because he's in everything, and Troy Baker because he's in everything.
Nolan North.
They'll probably give it to somebody from Firewatch. I guarantee you.
I think it'll be Nolan North.
Everybody loves the performances from those games.
It really that game just was like okay.
I know.
It looked beautiful. It was a gorgeous game, but it was just not that great. Games for Impact, honoring exemplary games that take on real world issues and advocate for social change. Okay. 1979 Revolution. I don't know that game.
If that's the game I'm thinking of, I think that's the game that took place during like the Iraq Revolution and was made. Like, there's some really crazy story behind the making of that game.
Blockhood, Orwell, Sea Hero Quest, and That Dragon Cancer.
Yeah,
That's the only one I know, and everybody was freaking out about that game.
Wait, hold on. 1979 Revolution, Black Friday is an adventure game, blah, blah, blah. The game was in development for 4 years and was created to combine elements from video games with documentaries to engaging narrative. Game director Navid Konsari, who was a child in Iran at the time of the revolution, developed the game with the intention of making players understand the moral ambiguity of the situation. There was something else that was like almost got them in trouble with the Iranian government.
Weren't they making it like during the Civil War?
No, because the Civil War was in 1979.
No, there was something else just happened.
Yeah, hold on, I'm looking.
I think they made it.
Keep going.
I think they made it in like a war zone.
Yeah,
and they had to like keep moving offices.
Keep going. I'll find it.
Best independent game: Firewatch, Hyperlight Drifter, Inside, Stardew Valley, The Witness. Stardew Valley might take that. Hyperlight Drifter is incredible.
The Witness, I think, will take it because that game got
a lot of people like that.
Yeah, that's one of those games I think like only critics like.
The best mobile/handheld game: Clash Royale, which it is insane. It sells a lot in like China and like Korea. Fire Emblem Fates, Monster Hunter Generations, Pokemon Go, and Severed. Interesting. Games journalists like Severed. Pokemon Go is like
if it doesn't go to Pokemon Go, then like it's a nothing award because like there was no other game like Pokemon Go this year.
Yeah,
there really wasn't.
That hit all of the notes that it had to be a fantastic game, even though it had a lot of bugs.
Yeah.
Best VR game: Batman Arkham VR, Eve Valkyrie, Job Simulator, Res Infinite, Thumper, Job Simulator.
Yeah, hands down, Job Simulator.
Or Thumper. No, a lot of people like Thumper.
Really? What's Thumper about?
I have no idea. It's like, it looks kind of like, what's that game that Harmonix made? That before Rock Band.
Amplitude?
Yeah, it looks like Amplitude. Best action game.
Oh, yeah, it does look like Amplitude.
Best action game: Battlefield 1, Doom, Gears of War 4, Overwatch, or Titanfall 2. Not going to go to Overwatch.
You don't think so?
No, because why is that even in here? That's a multiplayer only game.
It's still like there's action in it.
Yeah, like I hate action game. It's so broad.
Honestly, like Doom, because in terms of like pure action, like you can't compete with Doom.
Best action adventure game: Dishonored 2, Hitman, Hyperlight Drifter, nice. Ratchet and Clank, which a lot of people loved. Uncharted 4. Ratchet and Clank or Uncharted 4?
I mean, I like Dishonored 1, so I'm assuming Dishonored 2 is just as good. I really want to play the new Hitman because I liked what they were doing with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would love to play it if it wasn't freaking episodic.
It's not anymore. It's all season 1's done.
Best RPG: Dark Souls 3, Deus Ex, Mankind Divided, The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. That was last year.
Blood and Wine. I think it's
Oh,
the
Blood and
expansion,
Wine. They can't do that. World of Warcraft Legion
And
and
another
Xenoblade
expansion.
Chronicles X.
Either Dark Souls
Xenoblade
or
Chronicles X was this year?
I guess, yeah.
Get the hell out of
It'll
here.
either go to Dark Souls or Deus Ex because, well, it should go to Dark Souls or Deus Ex because those are the only two like real games that came out this year.
April 2015.
What?
There was another game on here in another category that came out last year.
So there are 2 expansions and a game from last year in a category of best RPG.
yeah, everybody loves Dark Souls
Yeah.
and The Witcher. I think Dark Souls might take it. Best fighting game: Killer Instinct Season 3. Oh, I'm so sorry. The King of Fighters 14, Pokken Tournament, Street Fighter 5. I have no idea. Pokken was good, but that's not going to win. Fighting game, people didn't like it. Best strategy game: Sid Meier's Civilization 6, probably going to take it. Fire Emblem Fates, The Banner Saga 2, Total War Warhammer, XCOM 2.
XCOM might take it.
Yes. Family game: Dragon Quest Builders. Everybody loves that. Lego Star Wars: The Force Awakens,
That got really good reviews.
Pokemon Go, Ratchet and Clank, Skylanders Imaginators. Everybody loves Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah.
Sports/racing: FIFA 17, Forza Horizon 3, MLB The Show 16, NBA 2K17, Pro Evolution Soccer. This is sports. Why am I even reading it? Best multiplayer: Battlefield 1, Gears of War 4, Overcooked, Overwatch, Titanfall 2, Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege, which is an interesting one.
Yeah.
Overwatch.
Yeah,
hands down, 100%. Most anticipated game: God of War, Horizon Zero Dawn, Mass Effect Andromeda, Red Dead Redemption 2, Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild. Zelda or Horizon?
Red Dead. That
I
being
don't
said,
think so.
this should not be a category.
It should not be a
This
category.
should not be a category.
I don't think Red Dead, they barely hyped it.
Yeah, well, at least still, like, people are pumped for that game.
Trending gamer. I voted for this.
Oh, yeah.
Angry Joe, Boogie 2988, Danny O'Dwyer from GameSpot, Jacksepticeye, and Lyric. Lyric is the biggest Twitch streamer. He's like the PewDiePie of Twitch.
Okay.
That being said, everybody else is huge except for Danny O'Dwyer. He's very small.
Right.
He has his new thing now called No Clip, where he does gaming documentaries. And the last one they did was the first one they did was on Rocket League, and it's amazing.
Nice.
So I voted for him, and he's the smallest one. So
Yeah.
fan creation, I'm not reading that.
Wait. No, because this is interesting because it's Project A2 MR. Is that the? No, I think that's wrong. I think it's supposed to be AM2R, another Metroid 2 remake.
Oh, okay.
And Pokemon Uranium, Brutal Doom 64. Actually, like those 3, like I've heard of.
I wonder
And
if
the first 2 had to get taken down because Nintendo.
I know. I wonder
being
if they're
Nintendo.
going to be able to accept the award.
I mean, they should be able to accept the award. They
Yeah, but then they're going to be like, "That's the guy who infringed our copyright."
Well, no, Nintendo just puts cease and desist orders and
Right.
takedown notices. They took them down. They can't do anything about it anymore.
We got to plow our house through this.
Okay.
Best esports player, that I'm not reading.
Yeah, no.
Best esports team, don't
The one
care.
that Pornhub owns.
Yeah, they're not.
Yeah.
Best esports game, Counter-Strike, Dota 2, Legends, League of Legends, Overwatch, Street Fighter 5. I thought what's it called? Downwell was on here for something.
I don't know.
I remember hearing that Downwell was on here, and I got pissed because that came out last year.
Right.
It's not on here. Oh well, I guess I was lied to. It came out this year for PS4 and Vita, but
Okay.
it's not. It's a freaking mobile game. It's best on the cell phone.
Yeah.
Everybody's just shouting out what games they thought should have been in it. I wish I was reading the chat as we were going.
Yeah,
through that.
sorry about that. I got caught up looking up the controversy surrounding 1979. Apparently, like Iranian newspapers were calling it pro-Western propaganda and accusing the director of espionage. And they pretty much, made it so that he couldn't enter Iran.
Goddamn. All right, we gotta get out of here. Did you have anything? You had nothing else, right?
I mean, unless you want to go through the chat real quick, or
No. We gotta go through chat.
Yeah,
sure.
let's go through the chat.
Well, guys, ask us stuff. Talk to us.
Start asking us questions because we gotta.
You can do it in the chat. You can also do it throughout the week using the hashtag WolfDenLive on Twitter. And you can also use last week's Wolf Den Live episode in case you're on iTunes and SoundCloud or something, and we will get to it there. Just like Ingwaz did, and he has a very interesting comment. He says, hi, Bob. Just created a solution for MOBA players who want the Switch. It's called the MOBAcons. Now, this got flagged, this comment, and I had to get it out of our little thing. Oh, come on. Don't do this to me. All right, you gotta read his comment.
Okay.
Here, it's in my laptop. Read his comment, and I gotta do something on the computer real quick.
Okay. Shit. Hi, Bob. Just want to say I created a solution for mobile players who wanted the Switch. It's called MOBAcons. Don't have a better name. He's got a picture of it, which I lost the comments. Bob's gonna try and pull it up.
You lost the comment?
Yeah, because I clicked it and then it went to the page.
Just hit back.
I did. Now it's loading.
All right, well.
Don't be streamers, kids. Just make the videos beforehand, edit them, and then put them up afterwards. It's not worth all this. Yeah, it's still loading.
Well, I'm here.
Okay.
I gotta go back over there, though.
Okay.
So, he made this giant, he made this. He made this giant, like, schematic for a MOBA controller for the Switch. So you see this, like, QWERTY keyboard, you, like, slap that on the side.
Jeez.
You get this mouse that's, like, freaking, like, how many sizes is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? A sectagon? Sexagon?
Well, why would you have a hexagon? Why would you have a hexagonal?
Sextagon. Sex.
Why would you have a hexagonal mouse?
He put a lot of work into this, Will.
I mean, I don't begrudge him for doing this. A lot of people have
It
been
even has a mouse pad.
A lot of people have been coming up with whatchamacallit, like weird controller ideas for the Switch, like a gun add-on or a GameCube style add-on. So, I mean, it could work. I don't know.
All right. Read another comment.
All right. Over on Twitter, the Samoan Steg asks, why would Fox and Marvel need to do a trade? I don't know if you heard, but apparently Fox and Marvel made a trade with two characters in order for Guardians of the Galaxy 2 to be able to use Ego the Living Planet. They had to trade Negasonic Teenage Warhead to Fox so that Deadpool can use it. Deadpool wanted to use Negasonic Teenage Warhead. Marvel wanted to use Ego the Living Planet. They were owned by the opposite studio, so they had to do a trade. I don't know why that trade had to be made. I think Ego the Living Planet is technically a Fantastic Four character, so that's why Fox owned him. As for Negasonic, I have no idea.
Why would they want Negasonic?
It's weird because that character is Negasonic Teenage Warhead in name only. She has none of the powers of the comic book version. She doesn't even look like the comic book version.
Studied Troll on last week's Wolf Done Live says, it looks like Will hit the gym, got a tan, and grew a beard. I can assure you, none of that happened.
Yes. But forgot to mention this at the beginning of the episode. Thank you, Bunty King, for filling in for me while I was out doing
fantastic job.
Family things.
And if you missed last week's Wolf Done Live, go check it out and learn about why people are still playing Rainbow Six Siege, how it came back after it was a garbage game. Kai Williams asks, if I want to read Bloodshot, can I start with Jeff Lemire's Bloodshot Reborn, or do I need to read Dwayne Swarovski's Bloodshot first?
No, I think because I think that first version of Bloodshot wasn't very well received. So when Jeff Lemire came on, he it's called Reborn for a reason because he pretty much revamped the series. So you can start with that, and you'll be fine.
Jason Todd, shout out to Nintendo for making console. Xbox and PlayStation are trying way too hard to be PC when we like consoles because they aren't PCs. That's true. That's a good point.
True, yeah.
Because the Xbox One and the PS4
Are much more PC.
Well, they have the iterative
Yeah.
consoles now.
What do we have here? Havel the Rock in this week's show. Most disappointing game so far this year besides No Man's Sky.
Ooh, I had an answer to this. Firewatch was a little disappointing.
Yeah.
I had a good Rainbow Six Siege was disappointing, but that was last year.
Right.
And now apparently it's good. God, I know there's something over
I know.
there.
Like, I'm trying to think of like what I played this year, and I can't remember anything.
I mean, No Man's Sky wasn't disappointing to me, and you know that if you watched our videos. I knew what I was getting. God, I know. I feel like I talked about it last week on Wolf Den Live.
Maybe.
I don't know. We'll come back to that. Justin Colley on Twitter. What amiibos are hard to get over in the U.S.? Pick one each, and I will try to say, oh, wow. I was going to send them for the UK. He wants
Duck Hunt Dog.
Duck Hunt Dog. Just Duck Hunt Dog for some reason, even though we can easily we have it up there.
I don't want Rob the Robot, and I don't want Mr. Game & Watch.
Just throw them in the garbage.
No, I'm not going to throw them. I'm not going to spend $30 for one amiibo.
He's going to spend money on shipping just so you can have the only Duck Hunt Dog. I think Lucina.
Oh, and Rosalia. She's hard to get.
Yeah. Rosalina? I
Yeah,
have
Rosalina. No, you don't.
I don't have Rosalina.
No, you don't have Rosalina.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I think Lucina is the one I want. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. And Palutena is another hard one. Or a Nintendo, classic. NES classic. AJ says, Bob, where are we getting those waffles? Come to New York.
Yeah, and I will be there if you go to get waffles.
Yes. Slick J, what do you think will be the launch titles? I'm guessing of the Switch. Oh wait,
Yeah.
Nintendo Switch predictions, battery life, price, and how well will it sell? What do you think the launch price? What do you think the launch titles? What games do you want on the Switch? All right, that's a lot of questions.
Yeah.
Battery life is going to be terrible.
Yeah.
Like 3 or 4 hours.
6 at the max.
I think 3 or 4. How well will it sell? I think it will sell insane.
It will sell insane because they're going to have a small supply and you're not going to be able to get it.
Yes, that is true.
I'm very bitter about the NES Classic, in case you didn't know.
Price, I think that leaked $250.
Wow.
And the expensive one's going to be $315.
Still, like...
That's really
very good.
That's why it's going to sell like hotcakes.
Yeah. Gavin Roberts, thoughts on Suicide Squad Extended Cut? Tune in next week. I will have my thoughts on the Extended Cut of Suicide Squad.
Gray Man answers my question.
Mm-hmm.
Said the Tom Clancy game, what's it called? The Division. The Division was very disappointing.
Yes.
I was very disappointed by The Division. I was so hyped on The Division. Jason Stass said, I would buy Wii U just to play Bayonetta 2. I haven't played any Bayonetta games.
I played the first one. I'm like, that's a long game and it's difficult as hell. But I really liked what I played of it back when I played it.
Death Unbound. If there was one game you'd like to add to a list, what would it be and for what category? Oh, I guess for the Game Awards. One game to add to it. I mean, they did a really good job.
Yeah.
Hyper Light Drifter I would have thrown in there, but they did. They threw it in some categories.
Mm-hmm.
What else is there? Honestly, I don't. I know it's another. I'm drawing a blank here. I know that there's games that I want to toss on there, but I don't know. Downwell came out last year, so that shouldn't be on there. I don't know. Hyper Light Drifter, put that in more categories.
Yeah.
Somebody who pro. By the way, nice shirt. The
Thank
shirt
you.
you can get on our TeePublic store, which is in the description. Is a campaign that's going all the way through November.
Yep.
$20. Get it, and then it's gone forever.
So hurry up, because the month's halfway over.
Yeah. Solid Robin. Last question. Will and Bob, what is your favorite game / comic of the year? Favorite game?
I mean, the only game I really played this year that was new. Oh no, I did. I played Quantum Break. That actually might be that right now.
Overwatch.
I don't know. Battlefield 1 is. I haven't finished it yet, but like, I'm really surprised with that game. Yeah.
Overwatch and Hyper Light Drifter. I really liked Hyper Light Drifter.
Yeah.
And I'm probably forgetting a lot.
Yeah. Comic. I mean, most of the Rebirth stuff. I'm gonna say Kill or Be Killed by Ed Brubaker and Sean Phillips.
I haven't read anything.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yes. Oh, and I have played Telltale Batman. That's very good, but I wouldn't consider it the best of the year.
Thank you guys for hanging out.
Thank you for tuning in. As always, like this video, subscribe to see more. Also, check us out on iTunes, SoundCloud, and Google Play if you prefer audio versions. If you listen to us there, subscribe to us there, and rate us 5 stars and leave us a review because it does help us with placement. Also, don't forget, this Sunday night, we will once again be doing live commentary for WWE's Survivor Series, the whole damn show. Myself and my partner, Vince Matthews, will be commenting on the whole thing. And yes, this is the child's toy version of the championship belt. So Sunday, November 20th at 7 p.m. right here on YouTube. If you like wrestling, if you don't like wrestling, just come watch two idiots talk in front of a black screen.
I have to go over there to shut the stream off. Okay. Tell them about my Twitch stream after this. It's 11 o'clock.
At 11 o'clock tonight, Bob will be doing a live stream of the creation of the thumbnail for this episode. So tune in, twitch.tv/BobWolffArt.
Nope.
No?
It's in the description.
It's in the description.
Not the description, it's in the chat.
It's in the chat. Yeah, twitch.tv/BobWolff. That's what it is. Twitch.tv/BobWolff. Go there if you want to see Bob do the doodle. That will be this episode's thumbnail. Once again, thank you all for watching. Thank you all for talking to us. We really appreciate it. You can reach us on Twitter. I'm Will Wulff. Damn it. Bob is Bob Wolff. It's on the screen right now. Make sure you check out everything we put here on the Wolf Den. Let's say your number 6 source for gaming and comics content on YouTube. Bye!